Breaking: Wikileaks Julian Assange stole Hillary's laptop with all her emails. Laptop with Hillary email archives goes missing. Look who had it last. A personal laptop computer being used to archive Democrat presidential nominee Hillary Clinton's emails during the time she was Secretary of State reportedly went missing shortly after having been put in the mail. Some are saying on the deep dark web that Julian Assange's legions of followers stole the laptop and they are cracking it open as we speak and reassembling the erased data and getting the data ready for release on Monday, November 7, the day before the election. According to FBI officials, emails that Clinton sent and received through her private server during her tenure were archived on the laptop back in 2013. The person in charge of that archival process was an unnamed assistant to Clinton's husband, former President Bill Clinton. Details about the missing laptop became available when the FBI released notes and a summary of its investigation in Clinton's use of a private email server. While the reports from the investigation were heavily redacted, no doubt by Clinton moles, the information that was released showed that an unnamed person reportedly told the agency that he had deleted the emails from the laptop but didn't wipe its hard drive. Normally a computer technician would be called in to recover emails that have been deleted but not permanently erased, but you obviously need the laptop in your possession to perform such a recovery. The FBI reported that it had sought the missing laptop during the investigation, but its whereabouts remained unknown. The last time anyone saw the laptop was when it was placed in the mail. Who would do that? Why would the FBI allow anyone to just mail an important item of evidence and such significance? Something is not right here. This is criminal mishandling of evidence. Something smells fishy, as so many things related to Hillary Clinton like her handling of classified information and personal email, missing Vince Foster documents and evidence, and of course, the now famous list of mysterious deaths, accidents and suicides that surround the Clintons like the Black Plague. This is just more evidence that the former Secretary of State had a lot to hide and will do whatever it takes to make sure that her secrets stay hidden from the American people, especially between now and November. Let us hope WikiLeaks retrieves this data in time for the day before the election. One of my previous videos told you about all of Vince Foster's murder investigation documents and evidence being stolen from the National Archives. Now, this laptop has been stolen as well. Here are some public comments made on this story. Seth Callahan, Oak Park, Illinois. Obstruction of justice means nothing to the Clintons. Anyone else would be rotting in jail, but they continue to amaze. Our Justice Department is a disgrace. Delane Murray, works at retired. They really should be called the UN Justice Department. Like reply 10 September 3, 2016 9:45 p.m. Anias J.R. Moses Old Gulfport High School. Delane Murray, more like the Justice Department. Dominic Voronzai the Gilbert School. LOL, either the Russians got it, or her radical aide Huma Abedin sent it to ISIS so they would know where and when the drone strikes were to take place. Joyce Martin. It isn't lost. It is probably in the basement of her house, in the corner under a box of other very important information, next to the millions of dollars in an old suitcase, that's next to some of the 13 devices that she stuck in an old popcorn tin under a pile of several hundred pastel pantsuits she doesn't wear anymore. Freaking liar. Andy Hammer College of Life's Experiences. Amazing how that always happens to the Clintons. Must be another coincidence, eh? Let watch the major medians ignore this. Steve Kulross Purdue University. Completely in character. She lost the Rose law firm records until years after the investigation, then found them, where, in the house where she lived, which just happened to be the most secure residence in America, the White House. Coincidence? I think not. Jeffrey Todd Faber College. Remember the missing Rose law firm billing records that magically appeared in an upstairs room of the White House just days after the statute of limitation to prosecute her had passed? I read once that as First Lady, Hillary had an odd habit of having an aide assigned to her to carry a football or briefcase just like the president does with the nuclear codes. No one else was ever allowed to touch it, and Hillary seldom allowed it out of her sight. I recall reading that this practice ended shortly after the statute of limitation date had passed and the billing records were discovered upstairs. Carol Kite None. There is no end to the screw-ups attributed to ex-SO's Clinton, but rest assured, if she's your presidential choice, success is in the bag, the Fix 9 in as George Soros announced. Do you know old George? He was the puppeteer to Obama. Thor Thorwaldsen. Someone in the military that doesn't like the Clintons, or Obama, should just walk in and arrest them, and hold them in a prison, preferably in Texas, until they start squealing on each other. Jane Morrison. The next president of this once great country will be responsible for the naming of at least 2 new judges to the SCOTUS, and if we don't want that to be George Soros, we must make sure that it is Trump. Hillary is owned, lock, stock and barrel, by Soros, whose only interest is to implement a NWO and implements socialism upon us, and will make sure that Hillary names only the most liberal judges in the country. She has gotten away with the unimaginable and will make all this look like child's play. We can only hope that Assange has the emails that will bring her presidential campaign to a screeching halt as soon as he releases them, or her corruption machine will see to it that she's installed as Soros's puppet, and there will then be nothing left of this once great country worth salvaging. Tempe Armstead. If she cannot remember what went on while Secretary of State ... I sure don't want her as president. By not remembering, she will continue the stupid things her predecessor did and probably make more stupid decisions. Sharon Vaughn. I don't believe this. They have destroyed it and are lying, again, about it. Tammy Harrison. She had it taken care of. It didn't disappear. She knows exactly what happened to it and where it's at, lol. Ron Daniel Kent Lake High School. The laptop could be anywhere in the world, who knows? What I would like to know is why Hillary Clinton is allowed to even run for president while under investigation. Steve Moylan works at Stanley Black & Decker. I'm sure the one who had it last is not around to talk about it. John Stanley. She has lied so much that she is going crazy trying to keep track of all her lies and keep them straight. Jeff Viscuso Tulsa Community College. News like this is always released on Fridays, and a 3-day weekend is a plus. Vita Rito Lade Foged owner at My Own Business Institute. Had too much proof of her corruption, lying on schemes. Donna J. Costley Wright Prattsburg Central School. I do not understand how Hillary supporters can read all this about her and still support her unless they are as evil as her. Wayne Porter works at Retired. Hillary supporters are so damn dumb they will believe anything she says. You just can't help these people. Teresa O'Brien Hard knocks and good luck. Did anybody check under Bill's mattress in his deep secret hideaway? Roy Barnard managing partner at Running Footman Realty. Who posts a laptop, to whom, to where probably appear on a table in the White House like the Whitewater Papers. After the election, of course. Ronald Thomason Mineral Virginia. It will show up outside the FBI director's door, after the election, of course. Junior Dritzes Norfolk Virginia. Yet was mailed all right. Let's blame the mailman now. Pass the blame. Susie Bittiker Baker at your frugal fresh chef. Someone has it and it can be sold to the highest bidder to be used for blackmail. Karen J. Kakmar Ward works at Retired. Just a laptop? Thought there were 13 missing devices. Doris Ivy Howdeshell Edison Community College. You know, when you put something like that in the mail you get a receipt, trace the receipt. William Billy Nichols. You'll be fine. Dad, just like everything else that has been against Clinton or anybody else has been against Clinton. Roberta Royal University of Nebraska Lincoln. Lock her up. And send along Slick Willy to keep her company. I did not have sexual relations with that laptop. Mike Saboteur all over the US. Yoga routines. Can anyone actually imagine that big butt doing yoga? And one more thing also. The server shall remain private. L.M.F.A.O. Sheila McCaig Barillville High School. Hillary, Bill, Humor, people and things go missing around this group, never to be seen again. Scott Rehn. This is BS. It would never have been put in the mail. Sherry Peterson Hobart High School. Americans are not this stupid. We know the Clintons pay for play hired someone to steal and destroy it. Sandy Erickson North Platte, Nebraska. Hillary committed treason. Connie Fontenot Sowler Technical CC. Liar. Why doesn't everyone understand she not only is not presidential material but our country is at risk because of her dishonesty, incompetence, and greed? Judy Smith. If it was actually put into the possession of the USPS, that was another of many errors in handling this property, emails and machines. I don't think it's lost. Someone is holding on to it until it can be retreated. ETA didn't have intent to demean the USPS in any way. This machine should have been handled by a courier and hand-delivered. Betty W., why are we not hearing anything to speak of about her second email account on her private server? What's up with these sleazebags? Charles Woodhead University of Maine at Presqu'Isle. Bill Clinton covered for his corrupt wife again. Surprise. Ann Pauls in Waterford Kettering High School. Corruption. Clinton machine. Kevin Bunn project manager at James McMahon Incorporated. She can't even get her corruption done correctly. Bill Wilkinson. Sooner or later these two Clintons will both go to jail. Bernice Jones J. W. Horlicon Catholic Girls High School. What a shock. David Renner. It's swimming with the fishes along with Odge's knife. Mike Barrett works at none. Just more proof of how unqualified she is for president's office? Sarah Bowers Hancock Abilene Christian University. And she just gets protected more. Richard DeRune International School of Hard Knocks. Did you check her garbage can? Delia Stonehouse owner, designer at Delia Stone Studio. Oh, if only Julian Assange had it. John Mollo U of Maryland, Europe. Teflon treacherous. Lorraine Camp Walsh University. Corrupt to the core. Jody Hortz Griffin, Georgia. Probably still sitting in a U.S. post office, somewhere. Jeff Allbeck works at Self-Employed. Come on libs fools. Blame Trump. Dana Knight driver at Park County Ready Mix. Shock or not. Sandra K. Russell head cook at Falconer Central School. How can a thing like this happen? Oh, I forgot. John Kinser works at a pneumatic corporation. No surprise here. She will get away with it. Patty S. Barrett Wilmington High School. What a dirtbag. People open your eyes. Richard Landers. Just like the missing records from the Rose law firm regarding Whitewater. Bruce Anderson. It's the FBI's Clinton investigate. Scott Schniker. How convenient. Like reply 3 September 3, 2016 2:20 p.m. Joey Beidler Dallas, Texas. Crucify the FN terrorist. Sue Rawson works at retired. And people want Hillary to run the country? Seriously? Homer Phillips owner at Riverbend Enterprises. Without a doubt George Bush got it. Peggy Gilliam. Hillary and Bill have greased too many palms. Will it make any difference if she is or isn't the President of the US of A? Will they still be working the strings of Obama's reign? And further, are the two Clintons and next, Chelsea, the royal family of the NWO? We all know they are high on the list. Wake up, America. Jim Kennedy Middle. Northern State University. How convenient. Do we see a pattern here? Same thing we've seen for the last 7 years and 8 months with the Obama administration. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. Please vote for Trump in landslide numbers, or the Hildebeest will steal and fraud her way back into the White House. Please share this video on Facebook or wherever you surf.